So let's try this again. So I saw Avengers Infinity War today. Um, to start off with, these are two things that aren't spoiling anything. And just giving you a heads up from my experience. One, 3D effect, pointless. There were like maybe two parts that were somewhat okay in 3D. Other than that, not really pointless. Uh, there wasn't really much point. Two, there is a end screen, end of the credits scene thing. Unless you're like a comic book fan, you might not know what that scene has to do with. I mean, if you've seen the whole movie, then you'll have a general idea of a good majority up until the last little bit of the extra scene. But other than that, you're not going to understand that little bit. So, anyways, um, if you haven't seen the Avengers Infinity War, this is where you stop because I don't want to be spoiling anything for you if you haven't seen it. So, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, boom. Okay, so um, first off, there at the very end there was a scene with the Hulk, or Bruce Banner and the Hulkbuster, and I feel like in that scene with the other Avenger characters in that part of the movie, you could really tell that that was digital effect, and not like uh, how like Rocket Raccoon is like Rocket Raccoon actually looks like he's in the movie, whereas the Hulkbuster looked like it was digitally put in. Same with Mark Ruffalo's character Bruce Banner. So that I didn't really like. But besides that, everything else was awesome. In the way of the visual effects, so that, in my opinion, that was the only mistake that they made. Also, the the big twist at the end with the whole, I feel like I think it's a big twist at the end, is that the gauntlet that was made for Thanos was damaged. Um, so I'm kind of wondering how that's going to play into the second Avengers Infinity War, whether that's what it's actually called or not. I know it's part two because they already announced it as it was going to be a two-part movie. Um, so there's that. Um, I'm kind of wondering how they're going to come back when a good half of the Avengers are gone, because they were turned into brown ash, which was kind of weird. I don't know. I was just not black, but anyways. Um, and you could tell that. Oh, and two main characters, one from the Thor part of things, and one from the Guardians of the Galaxy part of things, are gone. Now, whether they come back in part two, we'll have to wait and see, because I feel like with the one character from Guardians of the Galaxy, that is, in my opinion, more likely character that's probably going to come back, since there is going to be a Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. So that would only make sense to me. Um, we don't know what the next Avengers movie is going to be called, just due to the fact that supposedly the title is kind of a spoiler for um, this movie. So there's that. I feel like the for minions for uh, Thanos were were good for some things, but pointless in others. If that makes any sense. Um, I kind of felt like it. Those four were like helping the Avengers and the Guardians of the Galaxy. If you consider them part of the Avengers, um, a good setup for them to understand what they were going to have to deal with Thanos. So that makes sense. Um, I'm still wondering, because I don't think Thanos is going to end up dying in the second one. just due to the fact that I believe Josh Brolin has a 5 movie contract deal with Marvel, and I don't think the character Cable that he's playing in Deadpool 2 is associated with that contract. So I'm not 100% sure on what they're gonna do because as far as I can remember, he was only in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 1 and then this Avengers and next Avengers movie, and that's it as far as I know. So um, I'm kind of confused on uh, what other two of Marvel movies he's going to be in the way of Thanos character wise. Um, so yeah, I do like how they separated the characters into separate groups that would never actually happen in their actual movies. So I thought that was cool. I like that in this Avengers movie, and I'm looking forward to the next one. I liked how they had Thor, Rocket Raccoon, and Groot together. I thought it was cool how Thor kept on calling Rocket Raccoon a rabbit, even though he doesn't look like a rabbit at all. But I thought that was funny. Um, like the whole um, Peter Parker, Doctor Strange, and Iron Man combo. I thought that was cool. Uh, and I liked how they ended up with Star Lord and Drax and Mantis. Thought that was cool. Uh, I liked how they had Thanos and Gamora together at parts, um, which were cool. I liked the two surprise appearances. One that I was kind of wondering when this character was going to come back, since you've only seen this character in the first Guardians of the Galaxy, not Guardians, Captain America movie. So I thought that was cool. And then the other character from Game of Thrones that I don't think anyone was expecting, but was a cool twist on with the whole Thor character situation. Um, I liked how they dealt with the Black Widow character and uh, uh, Scarlet Witch and Vision and War Machine and Falcon, all that. I liked the Captain America, how he was introduced, even though you kind of get that in the trailer for it. Um, so yeah, overall, great movie. You have a roller coaster ride of a movie. Visual effects, besides that one point, on point. Um, I'm still confused on one thing though, because during the credits they were talking. They said that supposedly Arrested Development had something to do with it, a reference or something like that, which I don't understand where that reference was. So if you've seen that reference, please let me know in the comments down below what they're talking about. Um, so yeah, um, yeah, that's all I have to say about it. Great movie. Looking forward to it next year, and looking forward to see what Thanos has up his sleeve for next Avengers movie, and I'm looking forward to what it's called. So whenever you watch this, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, and we'll see you all next time.